everyone, it's Mariana, and today let's talk about Lights Out. This is a new horror film that's coming out this weekend. It's directed by David F. Sandberg, and it's actually based on his really creepy short film, also called Lights Out. And if you haven't seen it and you want to see a very effectively creepy short film, I will link it in the info box below. In this movie, you have this woman creature referred to as Diana, who only appears in the dark, and she seems to be terrorizing this family who really have enough personal problems without her. When the lights are on, you can't see her, she can't hurt anybody, she can't do anything, but when the lights are off, you are no longer safe. I was cautiously optimistic going into Lights Out because the trailer looked like this was going to be jump scare central, and you guys know I am not a big fan of jump scares, but I do really like Teresa Palmer and Maria Bello, and they are both starring in this film, and it does have the James Wan name attached to it, so I was pretty excited about it. And I feel like the trailer does a pretty good job introducing this movie. The first trailer, not the second trailer, that one gives away a little bit too much. But it is a well-made, enjoyable, modern, mainstream type of horror film. It does have a lot of jump scares, as I expected, but they are not false jump scares. There's none of that, oh, just kidding, it was just a bird type of thing. So that's good. What pleasantly surprised me about this movie, and that's not really something that comes through in the trailer, is that it actually has a believable family drama going on. It's not just about the creature, you have these people who are actual characters and who need to work through their issues and learn to work together and learn to trust each other. You also have quite a lot of background compared to just your average modern horror film about the creature herself, so that was really interesting. This isn't anything really that new, having actual characters in the film, but it is an aspect of this movie that I thought was done really well, and it worked really well because I ended up caring about these characters. I ended up caring about what happens to them, and I'm not going to lie, because I was rooting for these people, there were a few moments where it actually got me emotionally a little bit, particularly Maria Bello as this mother who has been unraveling for quite a while now does a really good job. Also, Teresa Palmer did really well too, and the kid, Gabriel Bateman, who plays the little brother, was really, really good. I think that people who like this kind of horror film will really enjoy it because it is done well. However, for me personally, Lights Out has two things that I really dislike in horror, and it uses them a lot because the whole scare part pretty much relies on them. One of them is jump scares, which I mentioned already, and even though they're not false jump scares, they are still jump scares and they get old really quickly for me. The other one is the horror trope of technology failing on people for dramatic effect. In this case, it's lights. They go out, they flicker, they fail, and this makes sense because a movie that's about a creature that only appears in the dark can't really scare you if everybody just keeps the lights on and they work. But it is a trope that is used a lot in other horror films, and I am just personally tired of it. But if it doesn't bother you, it is totally effective here. I do have to say, as someone who is kind of still scared of the dark as an adult in real life, this movie successfully freaked me out. Thankfully, when I got out of my screening, it was still light outside because it's summer, so I did not have to deal with walking to my car in the dark because that would have made me really uncomfortable. But if you are afraid of the dark and you want to be effectively freaked out by a movie, Lights Out is definitely for you. So in the end, Lights Out is not a masterpiece of horror, but it is a perfectly functional and enjoyable scary movie. If you are in the mood for a horror film and the premise sounds interesting to you, you should definitely check it out. If you don't like jump scares, be prepared for them. There are a lot of jump scares here. But if you don't mind jump scares that are not false jump scares, then you are going to have a lot of fun with this. I think that people who are fans of that more modern mainstream type of horror are going to enjoy this a lot, and I do have to say that this is one of the better horror films that I've seen recently. However, because of the things that I mentioned that I just personally am not a fan of within the genre, I'm going to give Lights Out 3.5 out of 5 stars. That's it for my review of Lights Out. Let me know if you guys are planning to see this movie this weekend, if you have seen it already, if you saw it early, and what did you think of it? What do you think of jump scares in general? Do you like jump scares? Do you dislike jump scares? Are you neutral on them? Do you kind of think that as long as they are not false jump scares, they're okay? Let me know in the comments below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. As always, if you enjoyed it, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I hope you're having an awesome day, and I will see you soon in my next video. Bye!